Hey guys, what's going on? So it's been a good week or so since I last done a video on the Lowrider e-bike project. I've actually had COVID for about 9 days now, just starting to feel a little bit better to be fair. So yeah, I've been chipping away doing little bits and bobs to the bike. There's a few things that's been going on with it. I'll take you in now for a little look and explain what's been happening, what I've done to the bike and what's left to do. I've ordered up a load of black sort of M6 and M8 washers, bolts, nuts. Replaced all the silver bolts on here, bolted up the seat post now, that's looking all good. I need to change the angle of this seat a little bit, I'm not quite happy with that. What else have we been doing? Oh, the major one, the front forks are in. Got all the headset sorted out and the triple clamps. Unfortunately, sliding the forks through here was so tight. When I first done it, it got stuck and it's taken a little bit of paint off the forks, but Rob said he's going to retouch that for us. Now it's all built and put together. I had to get a round metal file down the triple clamps just to get these through without scratching them anymore, but the rest of them's all good. So I'm just going to touch up the paint on that fork. When it's up on the bike stand, these triple clamp, or whatever you call them, are coming round and hitting on the frame, so I've just put a little bit of frog tape on here for now. I might even end up putting one of them little tiny adhesive rubber things you get in kitchen doors or something, just to stop it scratching the paint. I've done the bottom bracket, that's all done. So yeah, don't know what else to say about that really. It's got all brand new bearings and stuff in there. Still got to put the chain on it. I've got like 2 chains to go on it, but I just haven't got round to that yet. That's just a little job it needs doing. So, if you have a look at the whole bike, it's actually looking kind of, not finished, but you can see that it's actually getting there now. These clamps don't hold these monkey bars sturdy enough for me to feel confident enough to stand on them foot pegs. It does not fill me with enough confidence. So basically, I've got a few options. I can drill a pilot hole and put a screw through each one of these. It's not the most ideal solution. Some people are saying I can cut up a Coke can and put some sort of aluminium sort of spacers underneath here to get a better grip. Might try that maybe. I think the bars are steel and these are aluminium, so not really ideal for being welded, but my preference would be to get these welded to the bars permanently, so the top part is, you know, a permanent part of the bars. That doesn't bother me. All the brakes need extending. Right, this is something else that's happened with the bike. I decided to put the front brake on temporarily down here because it's not long enough, the cable, and I was going to put the electrics on it. As you can see, I've just run all the cables down to the back wheel. I wired up all the battery and controller on this, and I was going to take it for a little go around the block, and I've come into a problem. I was told it was a 52 volt controller, and unfortunately it's not, which means I've either blown the display, which you see up on the handlebars there, or I've blown the controller. Not really my fault because it's a brand new kit that's come out on the KIRBEBIKE site, the 750 watt fat bike kit. So now I've got to wait for another controller to turn up from China, so that should be with me 7 to 10 days, and I'll better get the electrics up and running again. So jobs left to do. Right, I've just done a cardboard list because what YouTube project isn't complete without a cardboard to-do list. So starting off at the top, I've got to extend the brake hoses. This bike's about 8 foot long plus the 8 hangers, and I've got a 10-foot hose for the rear and waiting on the front. I don't know if that's going to be long enough, but that's the first bit. Strengthen the bar stem, like I said before. I've got to find a way for these 8 hangers not to move back and forwards when I'm standing on them foot pads, going at any kind of speed. I don't want the bars to dip forwards. Yep, so I've got to come up with a solution for fixing the bars. I might try the most simpler solutions of just cutting up a drinks can and putting some aluminium shims inside here. That might be my first port of call before getting a fabricator involved, but we'll see. Moving down the list, what else have we got? Fix broken electrics. Now, obviously I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it's just the controller or the display that's broken, and I'm being sent both, so that should be fine. That's just a case of waiting around for them bits to turn up. Cable routing options. So there is on the other side of this frame, as you can see there, a hole for routing at least the brake cable. It's not quite going to be big enough to pop this cable in that comes from the display down, you know, that's running temporarily down here. Obviously this isn't how I want it to look, so I'm thinking of basically drilling the hole on the other side of this frame out a little bit bigger so I can fit this through and the brake cable, because it would be really sick if I don't have to have any cables showing at least down this section of the frame. That'd be really nice. So and also around this side I'd like to be able to run this cable coming from the electric motor all the way round to this side where the battery is going to be in the controller without having cable ties everywhere. So I'm looking into options for that. Fit chain, that's a nice straightforward obvious one. I've got 2 chains indoors that need joining together correct length, so that should be fairly straightforward. Torque arm options, I need to check the torque arm and how that fits on this particular frame. There's a couple of holes on the frame, so I could get something custom made, or I might just use the standard torque arm. I've got a couple of different types. What else? The trailer hitch. For those of you who ain't seen, Rob on DRED is currently making a custom trailer to go with this bike, and there's a little hitch attachment that fits on the axle, and I've already tried it and it doesn't fit this axle. This axle is a bit fatter. I think the flat parts of this axle is standard diameter, but it's actually bigger, so I need to drill out the hitch attachment. That's no major big deal. So when the trailer's back, so that will work hopefully when the trailer comes back. Yeah, so like last on the list, I've got bike stand. I'm not 100% sure what to do, but it would be nice when I roll up places on this to prop it up fairly sturdy. The ground clearance on the bottom is so low that I don't really want to have to fit anything underneath the frame. I don't know if I can manage to think of a clever idea for something that's not too ugly. We'll see. I'll have to put my head to the drawing board if anyone's got any ideas for a bike stand that is really subtle but still sturdy and isn't going to affect the ground clearance. That would be great. Just hit me up and let me know. And that is it in a nutshell basically. I've been sick with COVID. I've been plugging away. I've come into a few little hurdles with this bike, but it is getting there. Hopefully, like I said, in the next 7 to 10 days I'll get the electric parts I need that are broken. A few little challenges to sort out, like with the handlebars and stuff, and I'll keep plugging away at those bits. Potentially the next video could be it sort of 99% finished, we'll see. I was hoping to make it to the Sea Breeze cruise I think it's in Portsmouth, which is this coming weekend. That's not going to happen now. Wouldn't want to go down there anyway when I'm just getting over COVID, and the bike is a little bit behind schedule because of the issues. Obviously the electric's not working, so that's just not going to be happening now. But you know, hopefully guys will see on the next video this thing should be up and running. So that's it for today guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you guys in a video soon.